all about. Next to him, Juppie Fortune adjusted his sunglasses. Juppie favoured the mirrored kind, classic aviator style. When he wasn't wearing them, they sat on top of his shaven head. "What makes you so sure as Pieterse?" "Shape of the body. And," Schalk pointed to where things were clearer, calves emerging from blue board shorts. "White. Who else is it going to be?" "You should know," said Juppie. Schalk pocketed his phone, thought how much he didn't want it to be Pieterse. Not because Pieterse didn't deserve it, but nobody needed the grief. Piet Pieterse, formerly boss, apartheid's Bureau of State Security. Murderers, torturers, bombers, general doers of evil. Famous for it, for getting away with it via the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Now Piet Pieterse wearing a necklace. Every news team in the country would want a piece of this. The day's heat was kicking in. Schalk and Juppie headed for the shade of an oak, where the local sergeant, name of Becky, waited with 2 constables. Becky was fat, legs splayed like tent ropes and arms folded on top of his belly. The constables, one on either side, rested on their haunches. Becky saluted. The constables snapped to attention. Schalk waved them down. At least Becky was on the ball. He phoned it in, the call bouncing from person to person until it reached Schalk's boss, Lieutenant Colonel C.C. Zangwa of Cape Town Central Police Station. When Colonel Zangwa phoned Schalk, she told him this would be big, so find Captain Fortune and both of them get out there ASAP. Now she waited to hear what was what. She picked up immediately. "It's him," Schalk told her, lighting a lucky strike. Tapping, pencil on wood. "Is it a farm murder?" "Not a lot of necklaces in farm murders." "Okay, keep me in the loop, and make sure nobody there talks to the media. I'll take care of my end." Good luck with that, Schalk thought. The situation leaked like a sieve. He stuck out his hand. "Sergeant Becky, Captain Lourens, you've already met Captain Fortune." Becky shook. "Who found him?" asked Schalk. "The servants," Becky said. "This morning." "Where were they last night?" "He gave them the night off. Nobody in the house, only him." "Wife?" "Not here. I didn't ask yet. I waited for you. There's labourers too. None of them were here last night." "What about security?" "The whole place got a high fence around it, and the fence got barbed wire on top. But the front gate was open, and the alarms were off." "CCTV?" "The camera at the front is the only one. It's off. He had dogs too, down there." Becky took them round the back of the slave quarters, where, in a caged run at the end of a dirt clearing, 2 honeyed Rhodesian ridgebacks lay humped against the wire. Not a lot of blood. Schalk sent Becky and his boys to check the perimeter and keep reporters out. He and Juppie took the buildings. Nothing in the garage except cars. The old slave quarters had become a barn, and inside it was dim, smelling of earth and oil. The end wall was lined with apparatus of a working farm. A tractor, wheelbarrows, barrels, spades, containers stacked neatly on shelves. Another wall supported high stacks of wooden crates. In the corner between them sat 3 Dunlop tyres, piled one on another. Juppie pointed, and Schalk nodded in agreement, said, "Knew where to find them." They walked out in time to see the techs pull up, 2 women, one in a bright red hijab. Schalk stared. This was the first time he'd seen 1 female forensic technician, never mind 2. Not surprising, really, given the turnover. The moment people got trained, they left. State-of-the-art equipment and nobody to use it. No wonder the cops couldn't win a case. The hijabi was in charge. She was soft-cheeked and older, looked like someone's mother. "Captain Lourens?" "Yeah." "Zainab Khamsin?" Schalk shook a plump hand, pointed at the sky. "Get going before the choppers arrive."